Hey, hi, this is Venkatesh here, and today I'm here to teach you about mainframes. Let us start one by one and go through the subject and learn how to do the work on mainframes and what are the modules involved in mainframes and all. Now, for today, I'm giving the introduction about mainframes. Let us start one by one. First of all, a mainframe. What is mainframe, um, and how this name came into picture of IT industry, and how this evolved in the 1950s to running 2017. Mainframe is a big iron, mainly it's called as big iron by IT industry, and it's mainly used for data collection, um, da- data reports generations, and data processing, etc. Now, what are the different areas mainframe will serve the IT industry? Or mainly banking sector, and the second one insurance companies, third one stock brokerage companies where, and retail markets, and then it will be in some parts of daily activities like automatic teller machine, ATM for transactions. There's many other, but we can just talk about a few of them. And the main thing is railway ticketing, railway ticketing, military application, etc. And mainframes are first invented by US military organization in collaboration with IBM, Honeywell, CA Technologies, for US military uses. But now it is existed in many of the sectors where it's getting more importance and priority in the IT world. Let's talk about the importance of mainframes in the present situation. And, and still now there are, 70% of world's data, not an Indian's data, 70% of world data still resides on mainframe systems only. This is a huge factor where mainframe used to store data secured and transparent to the clients and users. And 90% of world leading banks uses mainframes. So, for example, our also use RBI also use mainframes. SBI, World Bank, SoftBank from Japan, and many leading banks like Citibank, Standard Chartered, you may call as HDFC, and many international banks like this are still using mainframes for their core banking sector. Now coming the third one, 80% of leading insurers like Aditya Birla and Reliance Insurance, Kotak Mahindra Insurance, and many insurance companies around the world, not only India, still uses mainframe systems for their insurance insurance tracking activities in the world. How many of you know that insurance companies had this much activities going on? And 95% of brokerage firms, like 95% of brokerage firms like Wells Fargo, mainly called as WFA, and Carvey, like this many US firms, Vanguard, Stifel, Datco, Bloomberg, Bloomberg, and so many other like that. I couldn't remember all at the time. And many of firms like that still uses mainframe systems and mainframe database and mainframe screens to process the daily transactions and daily trade activities on mainframes only, because it is still secured. Nothing can be happened without mainframes in the brokerage firms. And coming to Fortune 500 companies like Fortune 500 companies like Walmart, Visa, MasterCard, and ADP, Bloomberg, and Broadridge, like many, had their income on mainframe systems. At least 25% of their annual income through mainframe systems. Retail is the biggest boost for mainframes. Big multinational companies like Walmart, is the biggest retail company in the world, and it is the number one company in the Fortune 500 companies of the world. And it's still it retail activities like billing and price marketing and price description, and all resides and done on mainframes computers. And coming to India, world's biggest database. Do you know what is the world's biggest database? Aadhaar. Yes, our Aadhaar is the world's biggest database, having near about 120 crores of records. Yes, maintained on mainframe computers, and this is a contract for Wipro. Wipro is having this database in Bangalore operational center, and Hyderabad operational center, and Noida operational center, 3 mainframe servers. And IRCTC, right? IRCT is the biggest railway corporation in world. Still from 90s, IRCTC is depending on mainframe for ticketing. see how many tickets per daily, near about 3 to 4 crores of passengers daily have their trains to take journey from one place to different place. This is how mainframes plays an important role in daily activity of humans. Now coming to important. Now coming to advantages of mainframe systems. Now if we talk about the advantages, firstly we need to talk about the system. How, one second, hey, sorry for the disturbance. um, Now coming to the advantages of mainframe system, it is robust in the sense it's like know how strong it is, so it's still called as big iron in the IT industry. From still the time of invention in 1950s, still now no hack. No, do you know, right? You'll remember nowadays what's going on the crime and and how many attacks going on the IT industry. But still now from 1950s, no single loss of data or single thing happened on mainframe system. This shows how mainframe are robust in the world. And secured one is a secured one. No one can hack, and no one can steal the data without any permissions and or access authorities from administrators. So mainframe is still called as a big iron and secure databases, having secure databases for many companies, many insurance companies, and many core banking sectors. You know, right, how banking sector is depending on mainframes for the security and reliability of the customers. The amount whatever the public deposits in bank, it should be secured and very strong and keen in observation for them. Now mainframes is very easy to store the data and capable of securing them from large times, but still compared to any other databases in the world, and Oracle is having a big database, Semantic is also having a big database, Emphasis, like this many databases are there, but the mainframe database is still secured because of its robustness and security. And it's also easy for developers code wise. It's, if we compare to Java, .NET and all, main coding of mainframe is made easy from, like, you know, it will be like alphabets, whatever the English language we are talking, that will be the code in the mainframes. COBOL, I think you will all learn COBOL in future and see how on you feel how easy it is. Now coming to the disadvantages, there is no disadvantages likely, but some will be there for all. In few of them are, it's very costly compared to any other technology, because the, you know, one mainframe system costs around no need of applications, but for the Java and .NET you can download the PT tools and all from Google and you can use it, but mainframes it costs around 7,000 to 9,000 per month to buy it from Mainframe or Honeywell and many other companies which manufacturing mainframe systems. And the second thing is old. People say this is old, but I said old is gold. Now Nowadays also people used to say, hey, what mainframes is going to exhaust in few more years. This is happening from 2000s, and still mainframes play a key role in IT industry. This says how mainframes still ruling the industry. Thank you guys for your valuable time spending with me, and from tomorrow we'll start something about coding and how to code COBOL programs and how to declare variables and what are the different type of levels are there and all. We'll see tomorrow, and thank you very much.